Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm just sat in the car waiting for Andy to get out of Lidl. I'm on the way into the Sheffield Makers shop again and I didn't have any breakfast because I spent too long drawing in a cafe to go shopping. So yeah, we didn't have any bread this morning. So Andy's just getting a little breakfast I can take in as he drives me in. He's going to go and do the food shop straight after. We're going to go to the Sheffield Makers shop and see where the day takes us. Join me. Join me. Come on. So we're back in the Sheffield Makers shop, Winter Gardens. Look as well, exclusive mystery empty shelf. Does this mean we're getting a new stockist? I don't know. I'll have to find out today because I might need to fill that up with something. So yes, let's just get the lights on, kettle on, go through the opening up stuff. It looks like things have been left half finished, so I wonder if there's a note somewhere for me to finish things. Anyway, let's get the lights on and go into the dark room. There's a bit of a panic with me because the iPad was down to 5%, so this is our till. It was down to 5%, and so I wiggled the wire. It said it was charging, but then it went down to 4%, so I've just turned it off. I'm turning it back on. See if that works. Weird, now it's saying 100%. I don't know if I trust this, but we'll see. So it's over an hour since I started and I haven't had my breakfast yet. There was ongoing problems with the till. I thought I'd got it to work, then I hadn't, and then the card machine wasn't working, and then people came in wanting to buy things and we couldn't put the things through and we lost 2 sales. But c'est la vie, that is the way of it sometimes. If I don't have a card machine that works, I can't take card payments. But hopefully they'll be back. But that's all working now. So what I'm doing is working through the bag of my stock that we packaged the other day. So I've so far put my pins out, my wooden pins. These pins are made of wood, and I did that because it takes less energy to make a wooden pin badge than it does to make an enamel badge, and also at the end of its life it's biodegradable. I put the children's books out. It's the summer holidays, so these have been going quite quickly. And this is what I meant the other day about doing a display copy, and then everything else, all the new copies that you buy are in glassine bags. So they're paper bags and they're compostable, but it just means you're not going to get a dog-eared, kind of dirty-fingered book from me. And also a little picture of Dave there, because he's who the book is written on. my old boy. But all we need to do now is put the cards out. Nearly knocked that off. Put the cards out. There's a bunch of them. Some of them will probably have to go out in the stock room, but we'll see how many we can get onto the shop floor before we do that. Hopefully I can get this done before a bunch of customers come in, because it's approaching dinner time now and the cafe outside is thronging. So let's see how many we can do before. I've got to turn the cameras off because lots of people come in. Well, it's approaching 1 o'clock. Finally just had breakfast. This till, man, is it's not good. It's just about chugging by, so I'll be glad when I get home tonight. But yeah, first coffee of the shift. There's the bells outside telling me it's 1 o'clock. It's been busy, busy, busy. And I still haven't found anything to fit that yet, so I'm going to do that after my coffee. I mean, it's no one's in, no one's going to see that. It's fine. Yeah. Okay, so I've just been reading the comments on yesterday's video, and one of them mentioned about feeling stuck sketchbooking. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was like the vague idea was that they felt a bit stuck sketchbooking, trying to find their style. And because yesterday I mentioned that since January I've been taking a step back from making things to sell, because I've got a small business, Embers Inc. And so for a long time I felt like tied into having to make money from things that I'm selling, from things that I'm designing, and it puts a real pressure on when you start to draw that this has to be good, this has to be something, this has to be something people will buy. What do they want? What does that person want? What does the shop want? What will fit in with this? Rather than what do I want to draw? So I thought I'd just address this and say you're not alone, but also let you know that it's not come easy to me. So I sketch every day now, or daily-ish, and it is such a joy for me now. But I remember years ago, like 5 years ago, my sister went to an exhibition of someone, was it Gormley? I'm not sure. And she said basically someone was there who knew him and said that he sketched every day all the time. So I was like, brilliant, I'll just sketch every day all the time. And it didn't work because my mind wasn't in the right zone yet. I was still trying to, when I was sketchbooking, I was very kind of concerned with thinking about what will other people think about this. Does that make sense? So I was concerned with thinking, what will other people think about this? Can I pop this on Instagram? Should I be filming this for a reel? This doesn't look like what it does on Pinterest or Instagram stories when I see people showing me their sketchbooks. And I got so uptight and so stressed out that I wasn't sketching the right thing or in the right way that I couldn't sketch every day. And the idea of sketching in a sketchbook, I didn't understand it. So I used a sketchbook as a place to put finished pieces, like to collect them all together, which is fine if you want to do that. But yeah, my tip for actually enjoying the process of sketching, and now I enjoy the process of sketching. I'm not bothered about the result, I'm bothered about the process, if that makes sense. So, and now I'm not bothered about the result. I feel a lot more free to try things out, and if things don't work, I don't take it personally. It's not like a shot to the heart, you know, which is what it used to be. It used to be stressful. So I decided to take a year out. So since January, I've been working on my style, and I've not been designing new things to sell. If I have made new products, so I have made new products. I've made these dudes, but they came from sketchbooking and playing around with stuff. And I thought, well, I'll sell those because I like them. I'll make them into postcards. I didn't set out thinking, I'm going to make some postcards, therefore I must design the most perfect postcard. It came from the other way around. So how did I do that? How did I change my perspective? So the thing that made me change my perspective was, first I realised that I needed to change because I felt stuck in my illustration style. It felt like drawing was a chore rather than something I enjoyed, you know. Let me sit back on this tall chair. Hang on. And I found a group of illustrators called the Good Ship Illustration. Now, I'm not sponsored. I mention them all the time, or I seem to mention them all the time. But they're such a big part of my kind of mental space now. But they've really helped me. These three illustrators, Katie, Tanya, and Helen. They've got loads of experience in different fields of illustration, and I started following them on Instagram. And discovered that they did art clubs on certain days of the week where we joined in just to draw on a prompt, just to play silly things. The first one I joined in with was an upside down mirror drawing, where you drew your reflection. You had to just look at your reflection, and you had to draw it as though it had fallen onto the page, so it was upside down. Like, playing with drawing, it was mind-blowing. I'd never done it before. It seems really simple. Sorry, there's people who I might have to stop again because people are looking, but it seems really simple, but it really effective at opening my eyes, at playing and experimenting and having fun with drawing. Like, it shouldn't be a trial. They also did a free resource called the Sketchbooker's Friend on their website, which talks you through sketchbooking. It's like real good tips on how to sketchbook and how to get the most out of your sketchbook. And the thing I took away from that most was to time your sketches. And this is the thing, I think this is the key that's opened up my sketchbook eyes. So they suggested time your sketches, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. As soon as you time your sketches, you don't have time to think about, how am I going to draw this? Like, what style am I going to draw this in? Am I going to draw this in that lovely style from that other illustrator on Instagram I saw the other day? You have 30 seconds to draw what you see in front of you, and what your hand produces on that paper is your style. I mean, at this stage it might be messy and crumbly. Mine was awful. I didn't like what I saw, but I stuck with the process. I timed it because at least I was getting pages of my sketchbook filled up. And so I kept timing things. I liked to draw the same thing, 1 minute, 3 minutes and 5 minutes. I think it was that. And it was increasing increments. And as soon as you get more than like 5 minutes to draw, after you've been used to drawing for 30 seconds or a minute, it seems really luxurious. And the more I went on doing that, the more my style came out. So my visual language came out. And I now really love it. I wouldn't want to draw like anyone else. It feels really fake when I try and draw, like do something really contrived. I spend too much time on something and noodle too much on it. So if you are looking for your style and if you want to experiment, can I recommend you find the Good Ship Illustrations website and find the Sketchbooker's Friend. And if you don't have access to those things, then just time your sketches and stick with the process. And when I said before that I focus now on the process rather than the end result, that's what I mean. So I focus on, this took me 3 minutes to draw. Look how much stuff I've got down in 3 minutes. You probably find that you're not very good at observing. So the first time you do it, you might get nothing down. You might get like the outline, a vague outline of something. The first thing I drew was the inside of my art drawer, and I had barely got the basic shape of the drawer, nothing inside it, and that was my first timed sketch, and it was rubbish. And it opened my eyes to A, how my hand makes marks on the paper, and B, how little I actually spent looking at the thing. I think I used to spend a lot of time drawing what I thought was there rather than what was actually there. So time sketches have really improved not just my perception of how I draw, but also my ability to observe. So little tips for you. So thanks for your comments. I do read all the comments, so thank you for those, and I hope that's helped. If it has, or if you've tried this before and it hasn't worked, or if you haven't tried this and you hope it will work and you're going to give it a go, sorry, that was the chair hitting the table. If you heard that sound, it wasn't me. So yeah, if you've tried this, or if you haven't tried this or whatnot, let me know in the comments and let's get conversation going about it. If you like drawing, by the way, I should need to stop turning around. That sounds awful. If you like drawing and you want to practice your time drawings, it's exactly what we do in my drawing sessions over on Patreon. Bear with me. Sorry, we had customers. So yes, if you like sketching and you want to have some kind of accountability buddies, I have a Patreon draw together session once a month, at least once a month. Last month I did a bonus session, and I think I'll probably do another bonus session because I do like the drawing Zooms. So we get together on Zoom and we draw, and I provide some images for us to draw. So I share my screen, and I've collated some images this month. So on August the 12th we're joining together, and this month it is going to be dogs. Some lovely dogs who are available for adoption. So because it's helping a shelter, if you share your images, you'll be helping them to raise awareness about their dogs. So yeah, if you're interested in that and you want some kind of accountability buddies, it's available on Patreon, which is patreon.com/Emma Woodthorpe, and I've made that available to all tiers, and that starts at £1. And I've tried to keep the price low because I know everyone's skins at the moment. So I mean, that's options there, no obligation, obviously. But I should probably get back to work, so I'll see you in a minute. Right, that's it. I'm out of here.